So you guys always ask me how I get like my really big sort of fluffy hair. So I take one little section and then I just grab the very end and then I pull the rest up and it stays. Instant volume. Hey guys, so I wanted to do a really quick sort of first impressions demo of the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. So I have the shade Y425 and I'm also going to be using the concealer, Makeup Forever concealer. And yeah, I kind of just want to test it out and see how I like it because I have not tried it yet. And my skin has just been moisturized and I'm going to apply some primer. So the primer I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish, just a really standard silicone based primer. That way it won't affect the color or the sheen or the finish of the foundation. That way we can get a really true test of the foundation. So I'm going to be completely honest with you and letting you know that I have not even purchased the foundation yet. I have a little sample from Sephora. Sephora's the GOAT. And the only reason why I did this is because I end up buying so many foundations, and because I haven't really tried Makeup Forever in the past, I didn't want to just spend the $44 whatever dollars. And yeah, this is usually what I do when I'm home off camera. I will go to Sephora, I will get samples of foundation, and then if I like it, I'll buy it. Typically, I will buy it, but today I was like, you know what, girl? Let's do really good with your money, and let's just try it out. So I have my little sample jar thingy from Sephora. And yeah, so this is basically sort of a true test of how I test out foundations when I get home. So I'm just going to open up the little container, and like I said, I have the shade, what was it, Y425, which I think might be a new shade or something, because it didn't have a conversion for the other shades, the regular HD foundation. So I'm just going to take a little flat sort of foundation brush to apply that all over my face. And my skin is not perfect at the moment. It's going through a little bit of something, so this will be a true test, but this color is actually perfect. Yay. I was scared it was going to be a little too light. Oh, God bless my hair in the way. So upon applying it, I don't want to say it's thick, but it's a little creamy, just a little creamy, and I'm gonna buff it in. So I'm not sure if this is a sort of foundation that you have to work with quickly, but actually, you know what? Let me use my beauty blender. So I'm gonna use my dirty, dry beauty blender. I don't like using a wet one because I don't see the point. So I like to just use it dry. And I know it probably soaks up extra, excess foundation, but you know what? I just like it dry. I'm weird like that, so I'm just going to pat that foundation in. And so far it has a pretty sort of, I don't want to call it dewy. It's definitely like a natural skin finish. It's not super matte. Definitely not matte. Look at these blushes. God. Definitely not matte. And it's definitely not super dewy either. While I'm applying it, I do notice that it's just a little bit, I don't want to say tough, but it's just a little hard to blend because it's, like I said, it's really thick and creamy. So, but it does a really good job of evening my skin tone. Does a really good job with my redness too, which is basically sort of my main concern when I test foundation, is to see if it covers my redness, because then that means that I can use less concealer. So it's kind of actually drying to a almost matte sort of finish. At this point, I would call it even a satin finish, like a satin to matte finish. so you can still see sort of like my blemishes peeking through. So where I have those blemishes, I'm just gonna layer a tad bit more, just to see if that helps. You can still sort of see the darkness peeking through, and I don't want to add too much because I don't want it to start looking heavy. But I do notice that it does even out my skin tone, but my moles still peek through. So I have a mole right here, and it's actually still peeking through the foundation. The color is really good for my skin tone. I think it looks really nice. So I'm gonna apply my concealer. So I also got a sample of the concealer too, because I have not tried the Makeup Forever concealer, and I have heard really great things about it. So this is in the number 12. I'm just gonna take oh, that's dark. Oh. Okay, so this is gonna be more of like a skin tone shade. This is not for highlighting purposes. I have 12 and I also have 10. So I'm just gonna even out the other side, and then I'm gonna add 10 on top. Yeah, so 12 is more of just like my skin tone shade. So I can actually use 12 on my blemishes. Yeah, that's perfect. 12 is like the perfect skin tone shade for me. And then I'll use 10 just to brighten up and highlight. The stuff is thick though, so it's really no joke. This is like heavy duty concealer power. Concealer also sets into place as well, so I think with these products you have to work pretty fast to blend them out. So this foundation would be perfect for someone with normal to oily skin. If you have dry skin, I'm gonna recommend that you probably really hydrate with a really nice moisturizer, because this might look really crackly on you. I'm then gonna set with my Smashbox light to medium halo powder. This is actually my favorite powder, but it's so pricey, but there's real gold in it, so I mean, I guess that's a bonus, right? Yeah, not much powder because it's so matte that you don't want to overdo it. And then I'm just gonna bronze with my Vita Liberata Tristal Minerals Self Bronzing Powder, with the beautiful kabuki that comes with it. That is the foundation done, and then I'm just gonna skip to eyes. I'm gonna do something really simple. I'm just gonna use two shadows. This is the Bare Minerals Epiphany sort of duo. I'm just gonna take a flat shader brush and dip into that lighter shimmery shade and apply that to my lid. And then right at the bottom lash line in the center, and that'll just bring light to the eye. And then just with another flat shader brush, I'm gonna dip into that darker color and just smoke out the lash line. For mascara, I'm just going to use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. And the lashes I already have on are the Lily Ghalichi Istanbul lashes. They're like my absolute favorite. This is my second pair. And they last so long. For lips, I want to try a grayish color, that beigey gray. This is Borghese Color Struck Lipstick in Edge. I think a lipstick like this needs some sort of liner, so I'm just going to use my Bare Minerals Lasting Brown eyeliner. And yeah. So that is it. This is my review slash demo of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and I will say I am very impressed by the finish, by the coverage, and like I said, I think it's absolutely perfect for those of you with sort of normal to oily skin, and if you are dry, you're gonna definitely want to apply some moisturizer, good moisturizer, because it will sort of appear too dry on you. But other than that, I think it's actually a really amazing foundation. I would go purchase it. I think it's definitely worth the money, and a little bit goes a really long way. They have shades from very light to the deepest sort of skin tones too, so it's perfect for pretty much everybody in the shade range. So yeah. Go out, get a sample, give it a try, see how you like it. Let me know down below if you have tried it. And yeah, until next time, guys. Bye!